just a few times in a woman's life where she feels like a princess and dresses up and looks amazing and beautiful, like no one else in the room, and that's really her wedding day. But there is someone with us today that is going to really change that for women. I want to welcome Katherine Henry. So she is the owner of Katherine Henry Studios, and she's got an amazing Instagram feed, so you definitely want to follow that. And Katherine is going to show us one of the biggest, hottest trends in photography, and that is boudoir photography. So Katherine, thank you for being with us on Woman2Woman today.
Thank you for having me. I'm so excited.
Yeah, me too. And you're going to find out why. But first, I really want you to share with our viewers, what is boudoir and where does this come from, this new trend?
Yeah, the origin of the word boudoir is from the French word for the female dressing room. So they'd have this little private room.
Right.
And now...
Similar to this.
Yes. It's lovely
yes,
thing.
right.
And now it's a trend in photography. So to me, boudoir is empowering women to have them feel beautiful, feel confident, feel sexy, and just all around lovely and very feminine. And for me and my clients, it's all spectrum. So some of my clients come in with very sexy lingerie. Some of my clients come in with beautiful dresses.
So it's whatever they're comfortable with.
Whatever they're comfortable with.
And they have to be comfortable with you. And you know, I've had an opportunity to sit here and chat with you for a little while before we started taping. And I can tell, and as you said, it's really word of mouth and sharing your experience with other people, women supporting women. But you have to be comfortable to be able to get even a little bit vulnerable and you know, take some of your clothes off.
Yes.
And really, and even if you don't take a lot of, because it's all in what you're comfortable. You don't have to be naked. You can be fully clothed and still have the experience of being sexy. And so tell us about this boudoir experience that you've created.
So I have a studio in Reading, Massachusetts.
It's beautiful.
Thank
we love
you.
it.
We're gonna see more of it later.
Yes.
And I love walking my clients through everything. So from the moment they inquire and they say, you know, I'm looking to do a session, tell me more information, I love to get them on the phone. I think, as you mentioned, when you're talking to someone in person, you get to really hear their voice and connect more than just an email might do. Sure. So we usually chat on the phone just for a short phone call, but it gets us to know more about each other. So why they're doing it, what they want to get out of the experience. Is there a reason they're doing it? Have they been thinking about it for a long time and they've been nervous to do it? So we walk through everything together, and then when they book, I send an informational packet out, which you receive.
Yes.
Lots of tips and tricks, because
great. It's helpful.
It is, and for 99.9% of the clients, they've never done anything like this before.
Right.
It's new to them. They're nervous, they're excited, they're a little scared, they're shy, all the emotions. And it really helps guide them. So I'm always here to guide everybody. So I help with the outfit prep. I help with the day of. I work with Tara next door doing hair and makeup. And we help you feel comfortable. So when you get into that makeup chair, you have this nice relaxation time. So it's pampering, we chat, you get to have the full experience, and then it's the time of the shoot. And I walk you through everything.
Yes.
And my favorite thing is to talk about, even when I was 9 months pregnant doing this, I was up on that bed posing and trying to do my sexiest poses.
That's
but
awesome.
I think that helps loosen people up.
Absolutely.
Right.
I was going to ask you, how
Yeah.
I was nervous just walking in here today.
Right.
How do you get people to really let go? And it sounds like making that connection on the phone really helps them coming into a studio that they, they've never been to before.
Right. And just doing it myself. I always say, I'm not going to have you get up and say, okay,
go for it.
You're on. Be a model, because no one's used to doing this in their every day.
Right.
So I walk you through everything. So I will do the posing, and we talk about, is there something you want to show off on yourself? Is there something you might want to hide on yourself? Is there a certain outfit you want to bring that you love your wedding shoes and you want to bring them back and you want to get to wear them again, or you haven't been married yet and you're prepping for the wedding and you want to use them? veils are really popular too. So we talk about what it is you want to do with the shoot.
And you said that half of the people that come are really on their way to getting married and having a wedding. So this is a preemptive celebration of, sexual celebration of themselves and potentially a gift that they're giving to their fiance.
Yeah.
But there's a whole nother group of women that are 40 plus, similar to me, that really, again, I started this episode by saying there's only one time that you really get yourself all dolled up, and that that you feel really incredibly special. So this is another opportunity for women to check in with their own sexual being and to really embrace their body. And embrace their sexuality, and to remind themselves that they're still this amazing, beautiful, sexy woman.
And to do something for themselves.
Do something for
themselves. Which I really like.
But yet not feel guilty, because they can still give something to their partner.
Right. Yes. I always say, a lot of clients come in with a gift in mind, like I'm going to give this to my significant other, I'm getting married, or it's their significant other's birthday or anniversary, but then it turns into a gift for them. They get to go out, they get to go shopping, they get to have their hair and makeup done, and then they have beautiful photos at the end that they get to keep as well.
Right.
A lot of clients might produce an album for themselves and one for their significant other. So you have something for yourself as well, which I think is really important, because you get to look back at those photos.
I agree. What's the gift that you give women that are coming in to see you?
I think it's the confidence.
Yeah.
The confidence and the pampering and you're the star for the day.
Yeah.
A lot of the clients, I feel, are like me. They're a mom. I have 2 children at home. So during the day, it's my kids.
Right.
I don't have time to watch a TV show or read a book or magazine. No, it's all geared on the kids and running the house and the family. So when you get to come in, those clients who are in that same situation as me have this real opportunity to step back and enjoy things for themselves for a little bit. It might be different than they're used to.
Yeah. Well, you are an incredible photographer. Why did you choose to shoot women in this particular way?
Yeah, I love the connection. I love the women who come in the door. They're from all different walks of life, all different ages, different demographics, everything. So some of them are moms, some are young women who are going to be married, some are just doing it for themselves. I think I mentioned to you before, some have even been overcoming breast cancer or other treatments that they've gone through, and it's so empowering, and it's just so great to meet all these different types of women and help them on their journey as well. And it helps me.
Yes.
Yeah, I love it.
I'm so thrilled to be here. Thank you for opening your doors to us and sharing your journey, because it is such a gift that you give to others, and we really appreciate it.
Thank you.
All right, everybody, stay with us, because I am going to go through the boudoir experience. We'll be right back. All right, we're back. Now, we talked about the first segment of the experience, and that is having the consultation with Katherine, and then answering a few questions about your own comfort level, and obviously making sure that you understand what's involved in the entire boudoir experience. So Katherine then brings you into this amazing studio with Tara from Tada. And Tara is a professional makeup artist. She's the one that is going to transform you into this amazing yourself, only better. Enhanced. Exactly. So, Tara.
Get started?
Yes. Tell us what you're going to do.
So first I start with the hair. It gives us a good basis of where the look is going to go. And then I'll do your makeup. And then we'll come back to the hair if we need to change anything, or you feel like, hey, I can handle a little bit more. Then we'll go.
Okay, yeah.
So just tell me, you want to do this, you want to look sultry, romantic, innocent, sweet?
Yes, all of those things wrapped into a perfect bow.
Okay.
That would be great. I think a woman is always asking for the impossible when she steps into a makeup artist's chair or a hairdresser's chair. But I know that you are so talented at what you do. So essentially, I'm going to leave it up to you, because you know what can actually happen.
Okay.
Which
it
is
is good
great.
to know what people are comfortable with, because you want to be able to look back at the pictures and be like, hey, that's me, but I felt comfortable in my skin doing what I'm doing.
Right.
So we will start with curling your hair.
Okay.
And what I like to do for clients is I like to give them a hairdo that is versatile so that I can give you 2 looks.
Okay.
Because oftentimes girls bring multiple outfits.
Yeah.
And certain outfits, are more romantic, so certain outfits are more sultry, sexy. Sometimes you're laying on the bed, so an updo really would work. Sometimes you're standing and an updo would work.
Got it.
If I give you both looks, then you can get you can achieve more with the shoe.
Okay.
So curling all of your hair, I'm gonna do top to bottom.
Okay.
And then we'll play around with it. I'm gonna work with your face and your features and see what works best for you.
And some of the things that Katherine tells each of her clients that come in is that hair, try not to wash it for a couple of days. Definitely just come in with a moisturized face. I'm obviously have absolutely no makeup on. And you just have to be comfortable in coming in because that's a blank canvas that will allow you to transform it. That's the best
way. And I
way.
understand some women come from work or they don't want to leave the house and be suspicious with no makeup on, and, But the thing is, when you start washing your face and your face gets red, you can break out.
Right.
So it's better just to come clean face. Hair can be dirty, but if people have greasy hair,
that's
you
probably.
don't want the hair to look wet at the root.
Yeah, that makes sense.
So.
And this smells incredible. Is this your go-to?
That is my go-to. It's flexible spray, so I can still work with your hair.
That makes sense. But yeah,
I have the same version in a
super hold
one, a super hold one, exactly. So that I would use in very.
Yeah. Okay.
I'm just holding the curl a little bit before it falls because you want it to cool in the curl position.
Yeah.
Another fun tip. Katherine often watches and that's why she looks so amazing now.
I learned.
She doesn't even need me anymore. Doesn't even need me. So teasing is also always important. It just gives some volume, has that sort of Victoria's Secret look that often people are going for. I mean, most women do a Pinterest board, and they'll have pictures of things that they like.
Okay, that makes sense.
Katherine has one that they can follow and add to, and we often share it with her, and then she'll share it with me.
There you go.
But as much as that's helpful, it can also be daunting because they see so many things that they like.
Right.
And they can't
It's overwhelming. Yeah. In my own research, just to figure out what are some outfits that I could bring that would be sexy but not overtly naked, I guess. I was telling Katherine, there are thousands of pictures of women that have been through this experience, and I don't think I realized what a transformative trend this is, and it's almost a requirement now for getting married that you have, that you have this experience, and I would say that's great for on your wedding, through that journey to a wedding, but I can't stress enough how important it is for a woman to feel this way. However, whether, we want her obviously to come and have this experience because it's such a beautiful experience, but in some way for a woman to, however she needs to still feel sexy and beautiful in her own skin is really so important and such a good reminder. So I appreciate both of you doing this. It really is.
Very empowering.
It really is.
And we have, I would say the majority of our clients are brides-to-be, but we have, I'm sure Katherine already talked about this, women who have just gotten divorced, women who have just been diagnosed with breast cancer.
That is such
we had one client who was really amazing, and she had done this prior to being diagnosed, and then after she was diagnosed and had already gone through chemo, wanted to do it again, just to say like, hey, look at me, I'm still strong,
still here, I'm still beautiful, I'm still,
and really embrace
I love that story.
I think it's really remarkable because I think some people think, oh, you're just laying in a bed and it's sexy and it's I don't know, it's just so different for us. It has such a more important meaning and really sort of celebrating being a woman.
That's awesome.
So it's cool.
Now, what do you say to women, because I meet all kinds of women, and some of them would look at this and say, here you are trying to transform yourself into some, something that you're not maybe, and why do you have to do hair and makeup and almost get into an unnatural self in order to feel sexy?
That's a really good question. No, it is a really good question. It pushes people's limits. I mean, it pushes people to see themselves differently. I mean, we joked before we started filming, like, that I haven't done a session like this before.
Right.
And just sort of accepting, like, hey, like, you can do this. Like,
Right.
it doesn't have to, it is just about celebrating who you are and finding what makes you feel comfortable.
Makes you feel comfortable.
You know?
Yeah.
Because you don't want to, if someone's uncomfortable with the hair, the makeup,
Right.
the posing, the outfits, like, they won't, it will come through in the pictures.
Yeah, it won't translate well.
Yeah,
that makes
exactly.
sense.
So when somebody feels comfortable, I mean,
Right.
it reads all over their face.
Yeah.
Like when you saw when somebody picks up their book and they're like, wow,
Right, I
look,
know.
they did it. It's like an accomplishment, you know? So
Yeah.
it's cool. And I really think it is for everyone. I mean, so many people sit in this chair and they immediately say, like, just so you know, this isn't really me. And I'm like, what does that even mean?
Yeah.
Right.
What does that mean, this isn't you? Like,
Almost everyone says something like that.
That's so funny.
Yeah.
Totally. And
Yeah.
It's like,
No, this is me.
Yeah.
I do this all the time. Every day. I know.
you are here, you're doing it.
Okay, so Tara from TadaMakeup.com just finished my look, and she is going to turn me around. This will be the first time that I am seeing my new fresh face. Oh my God.
Ta-da!
Wow. Ta-da! Wow, Tara.
Hey,
I think it's spectacular.
dramatic.
Oh, definitely. I think my eyes really pop. Beautiful. My skin looks amazing. I look like I have cheekbones. I love the color. I told you I rarely do lipstick, and that is just beautiful.
It's like enough color without being like,
Yeah.
look at my lips.
Yeah.
It balances up the look.
Definitely. I
Good.
love it.
Yay!
Thank you, Tara. I love it. Thank you. All right, so now we're back in the boudoir setting, and we are picking out outfits from this spectacular closet that I wish I had in my own home. So you did an amazing job. And so each client gets 2 or 3 different outfits to choose from, and then Katherine gives them direction about where they're going to stand, and there's so many different settings within the 2 rooms of the studio that it gives every guest so many different options. So here we go. So we just finished the photo shoot with Katherine Henry Boudoir and makeup by Tara from TadaMakeup.com. And it was so much fun. I have to say, when I first got in there, I was a little embarrassed thinking that I would have to try to be sexy, and I would really have to translate and transform myself into something that I wasn't. But they made me feel so comfortable and so confident, and it was so much fun, and it was time for myself, and that's really atypical. I think that's the same way with all women. And just the pictures that I got to see, the preview pictures are spectacular. They're really talented, and they are so comfortable to be around and to be able to be myself around. They definitely transformed me with makeup and hair and poses, but I still felt like myself, and I really appreciated that. So it's a great opportunity to feel more like a sexy woman than I typically do in my day-to-day with 2 kids running around to soccer practice. It was a lot of fun. Hope you guys enjoyed the show, and we'll do some more on location. So remember to follow us. Thank you, Access Framingham. Remember to tweet, Instagram, Facebook, so that you can stay informed in what we're doing, and give us your feedback. We'd love to hear from you. Thank you.